Good moment, Pivians. It's currently the first week in July 2018. I'm Bryan Snappy. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of PIVXpress. All right, as you may or may not have noticed, I did not get a voice change, but my voice is slowly coming back. I lost this weekend. I was up in the mountains, actually took 3 days off without any electronics. That's right. No clocks, no electronics, no phones, no internet connection. It was pretty incredible. And just a general announcement, right? Remind yourself to get rooted and stay rooted. You know, this is incredible technology in PIVX. It's an incredible time to be alive, and we're still human. So take that time for yourself to get reconnected in whatever way that looks like. All right, let's jump into the things about PIVX that's been going on the past week. First things first, development updates. I don't know if you've seen, and if you haven't, well, here you go. You're finding out about it now. The secure PIVX Masternode tool is now available for everybody. What is that, you might ask? We'll have more descriptions down below, but in general, you can now run, store, and vote using your PIVX Masternode with offline collateral. So it's a really cool feature that PIVX has just presented to the world. So go take a look if you run your Masternode, and if not, take a look at what that looks like as well. But again, ensuring your PIV privacy and security for you, and still allowing you to have all the full functionality of, well, running a Masternode and participating in PIVX's governance. All right, exchange listing updates. I'm losing track right now. I think we were just added to 2, possibly 3 updates within this past week and a half. So we'll put the information down below as well. Some of them are not live yet. These are just announcements. And there'll be, little featurettes coming for those as well. But it's awesome to see PIVX, again, expanding into more and more of a global market. We already are global. It's just easier now for different regions and countries to have access to PIV. And I think 1 or 2 of these actually has a direct fiat currency pairing as well with the local currencies. So great to see that that bar being lowered for people to enter into this world of cryptocurrency, especially PIVX. Just a few community updates for you. One Zeddy, who is one of the PIVX ambassadors in Cancun, actually was actually invited to do 2 lectures at different meetups. So go take a look, see the updates and the recap from those. As well as, if you guys don't know what PIVX ambassadors are, for that standpoint, these are individual members of the PIVX community who have demonstrated a high level of integrity and trust, and also participation in PIVX itself. So they tend to lead a lot of meetups. They tend to be very active in their communities and spreading the word about PIVX. So you can find out all about those ambassadors at PIVXplaces.com as well. But again, thanks, One Zeddy, for all of your efforts down in Cancun. It's incredible to see the community growing down there. So thank you very much. Right, cycling back around for some more dev updates. Just reminded myself, the devs have made some announcements that for the next few months are going to be focusing really on the core code of PIVX. And so what that means is you might not see all of the new features. Like, guys, let's face it, how many new features has PIVX pushed out into the crypto world, right? The number of firsts from PIVX developers is astonishing. And so they're taking the next couple months to really go back through, clean up the code, make things more efficient and documented even better. So what does this mean? It means that PIVX is incredibly stable as it is, and what they're doing really for PIVX and the rest of the crypto community is saying, hey, here is a top-notch, polished code that anybody can use, right? Again, PIVX is open source. I think there was a graphic put out by the Omni Analytics group. There's 320 forks of PIVX already. That's astonishing to see that many forks of PIVX. Now, not all of these are being turned into coins themselves. However, that's a testament to the perceived value of PIVX, right? And so then, of course, then you look at, well, what is the market cap? So I'll leave you to your own discernments and judgments and what that means in the coming months and years for PIVX, but it's incredible to see the amount of people that are looking at PIVX always and forking PIVX. Why? Because it's a valued code base. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the markets in the coming months and years. But cycling back around, just as a reminder, probably won't see a lot of development updates in terms of new features and new technologies in the next few months, because the devs are really going to be inward focused on just tightening up that code base. So again, if you see a dev in the development channels and Discord or online and Twitter, give them a big thanks, right? All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Again, short and sweet PIVXpress for you this week. Have a wonderful week, folks. The markets seem to be turning, which always brings enthusiasm back to people, which is nice to see. Sad, of course, that it takes an uptick in the markets for people to, well, be nice to one another. But that being said, I am thankful to see people's moods tend to be improving. Take care of yourselves, be nice to one another, and as always, keep it purple, people.